I have written an entire uni thesis on PewDiePie. It's approved as well. I did not get dropped out of school for this. Now that is what I call an epic gamer victory royale. Hello Blazers, no fuckers there, hi guys, Doomsday, welcome to a brand new video. In today's video guys, I wanted to talk about how I have written an entire uni thesis with PewDiePie. This is not clickbait, it's not a joke, it's legit. This is how sad my life is. You guys might have noticed that I was in PewDiePie's recent meme rewind video, or just for milliseconds. Shoutouts to my boy Zolan and Zalek for putting me in. So PewDiePie is pretty cool, and I decided to return the favor by making an entire uni thesis about him. Now those of you guys who have been watching my channel for a while, you probably noticed that recently I was kind of slacking on the uploads, and I wasn't uploading that much just because uni work was really getting ahead of me. And being a Russian university student, one of the things that you have to write every year is a thesis or a paper, or what we call in Russia kursach. And I decided that my paper's topic this year is going to be PewDiePie. Now guys, I know that I need to provide some explanations right now. A lot of you guys are probably like, what kind of school is this idiot studying in that he's writing an entire thesis on just some Nazi from the internet, am I right? Well guys, I will explain it to you. Basically, long story short, I study linguistics. Linguistics is language studies. I study translation, different linguistic stuff, the way languages work basically. I study Chinese, so basically my speciality is translate from Chinese to English to Russian and vice versa. So being a linguistics student, every year I have to write a paper or a thesis that's sort of related to the topic for linguistics, obviously. So last year the topic of my thesis was the lexical difficulties of audio-visual translation of TV series based on Breaking Bad. Yes, I literally watched Breaking Bad, wrote down how stuff is translated, and I gave it a markup. Is it good? Is it bad? What kind of tricks the translator uses to translate Walter White's Kingpin? It was an epic victory royale, to say the least. And this year I was basically offered to continue the same thing, but in the genre of a video on YouTube. Now my life is kind of fucked because actually a lot of my professors that teach me English at university, they know that I have a YouTube channel, and I would not be surprised if some of them probably are watching this right now or have watched my videos in the past. My life is over, I'm truly doomed. But basically I was offered to create a new paper, a new thesis with the title of Pragmatic Difficulties of Audiovisual Translation of YouTube Content. And guess who I chose to be my #1 example in this thesis? PewDiePie! And like I've said guys, it's an epic victory royale. Like I've already written it, it's here, it's printed, and this is only part 1 actually. What I've done so far is that I've written the theoretical part of my work. Now I have to come in and create a second one where I actually analyze the translation methods and how Russian terrible voiceover channels are voicing over PewDiePie. But it's printed, it's like 30 pages in here. It's pretty epic, my bro. It's really an epic gamer moment, I would say. Now after me describing all of that and how this works, you guys probably have even more questions, like how is PewDiePie's videos where he just reacts to random shit and says all types of curse words, everything, like I don't know. How is that relevant in any way to the study of linguistics, and how can PewDiePie be used possibly as an example in an actual scientific work? Because this stuff is legit. I'm not just writing something off the top of my head. I have to provide credible sources, something that a lot of YouTubers don't do. Unlike a lot of bad political websites, I do provide sources in this, and my shit has to be verified scientifically, because I cannot just spit shit off the dome, bruh. This PewDiePie thesis, it's serious business. So okay, I will explain to you, or perhaps show a couple of examples where I use PewDiePie to analyze certain stuff. So once again, my thesis deals with the topic of pragmatic difficulties of audio-visual translation. What that means is that, if you guys don't know what pragmatics of language is, it's basically the intent of the speaking. So if I try to pursue you to do something, if I try to get some kind of emotional response from you, if I try to make you do something with my speech, like when I say smash that like on this video and donate to my Patreon, that is pragmatics. I have a pragmatical meaning behind my words because I want to pursue you to do something and feel a certain type of way. And as well, Why did PewDiePie go off? Okay, he's back, everybody. Calm down, he's back. Now that Felix is back with us, I can continue. An audio-visual translation is basically a translation of movies, TV series, anything that's on screen, and also has speech. And the topic that I research, that I study, is the user translation on YouTube. So what's included here is everything you see on a daily basis. You know, terrible YouTube subtitles that, you know, a lot of the times make no sense and actually don't correspond to the original video. That's what I'm talking about in this thesis right here as well. But also all of these voiceover channels that are on YouTube that are, you know, re-uploading videos basically and voicing them over. This is the shit that I deal with, okay? So being a professional linguistic scientific researcher, I need to actually draw up a certain amount of videos that I'm going to check. So I took a bunch of English from PewDiePie's channel. I mainly use the you slav, you lose videos because, you know, I'm a Russian and that's what appeals to me. So I took this Russian translation channel which is known as Volos Ameriki and took a bunch of videos for review. So for example, the first video I took here is My Only Hope to Stop T-Series r/A Normal Day in Russia Reddit review. I'm sorry guys, it's just so fucking hilarious. Like I didn't think it's possible that somebody in an actual uni thesis would ever use a fucking T-Series versus PewDiePie video. Like, I don't know, I personally think this is genius, okay? I think I'm genius for this one. Right now, literally, I'm just reading from my notes that I've created from one of my teachers in which I basically tried to prove that, you know, the videos that I'm taking actually have some sort of relevancy to what I'm trying to study here. I said that there's a lot of imperative and pragmatic constructions that the translator translates, and also there's a lot of different interesting errors in the translation mistakes. So, for example, check this out.
Analog ATM in Russia. See, they got great banks.
Аналог банкомата в России. Вот видите, у них отличные банкоматы.
In original, PewDiePie is reacting to a meme that says analog ATM in Russia. You know, analog meaning not electric. You know, the joke is that there's a guy sitting inside the ATM. And the Russian translator translates it as an analog of an ATM in Russia. Something that's like the ATM in Russia, like a replacement for the ATM in Russia. That's not right, is it? That's not right. It's just a little mistake in translation in a random video that nobody cares about, maybe, but for me, it's an actual thing that I'm researching, so shut up. Then we have the other video, You Laugh, You Feel Physical Pain Copy Strike Edition. First thing that I pointed out in this is that the guy who, you know, voiced over the video, who translated it, he made the title You Slav, You Lose Part 4, which I don't think it actually exists, right? And what this translator he does, it's kind of scummy, by the way. This translator that I'm reviewing for my thesis here, what he does, he takes a random You Laugh, You Lose video, and he titles that video as it's for You Slav, You Lose, so that his Russian viewers click on it. It's basically clickbait, and he creates a completely new clickbait title just to get more views, bruh. That's kind of messed up. The next video I took here is Try Not to Laugh at YouTubers, Try Not to Laugh Challenge, You Laugh, You Lose. Basically, this is a video where PewDiePie reacts to like a bunch of other You Laugh, You Lose challenges. And in this one, I've just written down so much shit. Like, the translator in this one just really did a poor job. There's a certain moment where Markiplier says, I haven't seen that one, that's...
I haven't seen that one before, that's...
I've seen it and it's hilarious. Mark! What are you doing, Mark?
Я не вижу ничего особенно смешного. Зато я вижу, и это смешно, Марк. Черт, ты что творишь, Марк?
So Markiplier says, I haven't seen that one before, and the translator translates it as, I don't see anything funny with this one. Bruh, that's completely lost. The meaning, the original meaning is completely lost. There's also like this really dumb mistake here. So basically,
This guy makes legendary Skyrim parodies. They're so funny.
Кстати, этот чувак снимает легендарные пародии на всякие ужастики, реально смешные.
PewDiePie in this video, he says, this guy makes legendary Skyrim parodies. They're so funny. And the guy translated as, this guy makes great parodies to scary movies. They're so funny. So I guess the translator doesn't know what Skyrim is, and he thought that Skyrim sounds like scary or something, so he translated Skyrim parodies as scary movie parodies. It's just bad. And like, I realized that I'm getting actually irrationally angry at some translation mistakes in a video that really nobody cares about, to be honest, but I'm getting angry over this stuff, okay? I'm serious right now. But yeah, also other than that, I had some more examples in there. I had some videos that are not PewDiePie as well. I had one Jenna Marbles translation video, which I just discovered randomly, but like 90% of it is just PewDiePie, okay? So this is a PewDiePie thesis, okay? This is an epic win for gamers. Stand up, rise up, and help defeat T-Series. I'm doing my part, honestly, because now because of this, my teacher that, you know, handles my thesis writing process, now she knows who PewDiePie is. So I'm actually contributing to the cause of defeating T-Series because I got my teacher into PewDiePie. Now she knows who PewDiePie is, she subscribed, T-Series is going down, all because of me. PewDiePie, you've gotta shout me out after this one, bruh. I've written an entire fucking thesis of you. I've been looking at your videos for hours every single day instead of making videos for my own channel, okay? This is how depressing my life is. So PewDiePie, you better shout me out, or I'm gonna be very, very mad. But yeah, guys, I guess that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, please make sure to slap the motherfucking like button. Make sure to check out my Patreon down in the description. I would be gladly appreciated if you guys supported. It would enable me to create even more epic PewDiePie thesis works, okay? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe send this video to PewDiePie or something. I just think he's gonna find it hilarious if he sees that some kid in Russia wrote an actual thesis about him. I think it would be pretty funny for PewDiePie to find out that not only 5th graders in middle school are making PowerPoint presentations about him, saying how he's the biggest hero in life, but also legit academic students are writing real thesis works about him. Hey guys, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Smash the motherfucking like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.